What's up, guys? It's been a while. Well, it probably hasn't. It's been like a week. I'm going to do this quick video. This is not normally the videos I would do in the car, but this is just sort of a passing thought that I had, and I'm like, this is probably a really important thing to talk about. Something that I'm dealing with quite a lot at the moment, moving into freelance illustration on a more full-time basis for the current time being. And I wanted to sort of share this with you and reflect on this with you and get your opinions and thoughts and hopefully help motivate you to sort of move past it as I'm trying to currently move past it myself. So for anyone who is in freelance or is looking to get into freelance, one of the most important things you need to make it sustainable is work. If you don't have illustration work, then you're not going to be able to pay your bills and you're going to be forced to get another job. So you would be a damn fool to sit there and think that this work is just going to come to you, that you can just sit there, put your artwork online, and people are going to see it and go, oh, here's a person that I want to hire. That's the furthest from the truth that I could ever think of, and you need to work your butt off and find the work yourself. That's one of the biggest things that I learned for myself when I was originally freelancing and then moved into graphic design in a studio was if you want work, you need to put the hard work in, find the clients yourself, build those relationships, and hopefully get further work down the line. So I'm slowly doing that. I've got a little bit of work coming through, but still starting to come to a close where that work's finishing up now. I would much prefer to be continuously working, finishing up one job, moving on to the next one. The reality is that I need to spend some time finding the work too. So I've got to look at a way that I can schedule my week to allow myself to actually look for work throughout the week, try and drum up some sales through customers, that new or old, and then spend the rest of my time in that week doing that work, hopefully creating sort of a regular flow where I'm not stagnating into a point where like I am now, going, I don't have any work lined up, I need to find work, and I'm sort of stressing out, and it sort of gets to you, gets in your head. And this is a really rough time because it's Christmas time. So the hardest thing I'm finding for this, and this is sort of where the topic really sort of comes into it, is trying to figure out where to find the work. So always been my biggest struggle is I need to find some work. I don't know who to contact, I don't know how to get a hold of these people, and once I actually get a hold of these people, what do I say? It's very daunting for me whenever I'm going, okay, well, I've got a rough idea of what I say, who would I like to work with? And I think that's a really good starting point, is going, who would I like to work with? What kind of companies would I like to do work for? Usually it's always really big names. When I think of, so EB Games is one, let's say McDonald's, KFC, Krispy Kreme, really cool high-end franchises who do some really cool, it's like 7-Eleven. They do some really, really cool stuff with, like their marketing, their toy designs, whatever it is. These are companies that regularly use illustrators and designers to create content for them to enhance their company. So I'm looking at it from a perspective of I can offer my illustration services to them, so they can do their marketing, so they can sell their products better, etc., etc. Or let's say hypothetically McDonald's are looking at redesigning Ronald McDonald and the crew, and they're seeking an illustrator. I would like to potentially be one of those people. So getting to that stage of figuring out, okay, well, here's a short list of people that I'd like to contact. The first thing that instantly happens is I go into sort of self-doubt mode, or I suppose some would call it like imposter syndrome or something like that, where I instantly think, okay, that would be all cool to work for McDonald's, but I don't know if I'm good enough to be working with them. So why am I bothering contacting them in the first place? They're probably not even going to open the email. Now, I'm currently at a point in my, I suppose, career, you could call it, where that is happening, but I'm now looking beyond that and be like, well, who cares? if I email them and they don't even look at it, it doesn't matter. The fact that I sent them an email out shows initiative, shows that I'm out there. If they do open it and they don't get back to me, at least they've seen it, they're now aware of who I am. Whoever has seen the email might pass it on to someone, or they might know of a project happening for something else and suggest me for another company. Or even better, well, one, I get the job. Two, I don't get the job, but they actually provide feedback. Say, thanks for getting in touch. You're not what we're looking for right now. That gives you an in. It gives you a chance to contact them directly and say, thanks for getting back to me. Do you foresee any potential work in the future? Is there anything in my work that you would have liked to have seen that wasn't there, that might have, changed your mind, etc.? Those little things. So you at least can start creating connections, creating contacts that way, and building a relationship. So even though you're not getting work, you're building a relationship, and something could come from that relationship in 2 or 3 years. Next to that, so like I said, I generally start to think for big names at the beginning. After that point, there's thousands upon thousands, millions of companies in the world. Small businesses, big business. Small businesses are just as important, want to focus on their marketing, want to focus on their social media presence and grow. Most small businesses are looking for growth. They want to expand their company. So you can offer them your services to help them grow as well. So take McDonald's, for example. Go, okay, McDonald's are really cool. No, that's a bad example. Okay, let's go EB Games. So EB Games is one of the biggest video game companies in Australia. So retail companies, so you can go and buy your games. They've got an online store, etc., etc. They've got a phone app. What you can then go is, okay, so I like the idea of working for a video game company, a retail gaming store. I'm going to go on Google, go video game store Melbourne, because I live in Melbourne, and then that will instantly give me a result of different video game stores that exist, or pop culture stores, anything sort of similar, comic book shops, things that are relatable to this genre, and I can contact them. I can take all their details down. I can then contact them directly, say, hey, my name's Chris. If you're looking at building your branding or marketing, etc., here's my portfolio, check it out, maybe I can help you. So you're not working for the big guy, but you're starting to generate work and relationships with the smaller guys, and you never know, that might lead to EB Games going, this company is actually doing really well, we're going to steal that illustrator. That's sort of a long-term, small chance of happening thing, but you never know. But you've got to get over that fear of looking for work, and you've got to not only get over that fear. I mean, the fear is a very personal thing for me, and it possibly is for you guys as well, or some of you who are watching this. The other thing that's just as important is get over yourself. Stop thinking that your work's good enough that it's going to sell itself to a customer. No one cares about you. No one's actively seeking you out. It could happen. There's a chance that someone will find you online and go, this guy's really cool, I want to hire him. I'm going to show this guy to my boss and give him, maybe we can get some work for him. Very, very, very slim chance of that happening. There's enough people out there who are throwing themselves at companies. You need to be in those crossfires and showing the client that you're the best possible option for the gig. Or, even better, actually go actively approach them and say, hey, you might not be looking for someone right now, but have you actually considered this as an option for your branding? Create something unique that they might not have thought of that you can offer them. You create opportunities for yourself. I'm going to leave it there because I've arrived at my destination, but I think I've gotten everything out that I wanted to let you guys know that you can do it. You just need to be active, and I can do it too, and I need to just keep pushing forward. And I'll let you guys know how this is going on the journey, but I hope this helps. Hopefully you guys can sort of push forward as well. And this applies to, whether you're making comics or you want to sell your comics. This attitude is really important. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you all in the next video, which will be very soon. Have a great day. If you've got any feedback or you've got more to sort of talk about in this, throw it down below in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you about this. Talk about it and understand, where you guys come from, what tactics you use. I'm going to be talking more about my tactics as things evolve and my illustration career continues to grow. So, thanks again, and I'll catch you all later.